So let's see what we got here. So first and foremost, we're going to start with the latest info that I received, basically, was from Jon Prosser, from Page Tech. He had tweeted this out the other day, sort of retweeted an article from MacRumors, so we'll be checking that out as well. But I'll go ahead and bring it up on the screen right here for us. So let's go ahead and get started. So there we go. Let's bring that up here. Put myself down in the corner. So as you can see here, this is Twitter. Opened up my Twitter page here. And that's Jon Prosser from a couple of days ago, where he was saying, yep, announcement on May 12th for the Sony XM5s coming in at $399. So official announcement coming up on the 12th. They do have a teaser page up on the Sony website, so you can sign up for emails if you want to be notified. But it looks like it's happening on May 12th. And looks like they're coming in for $399. Looks like the XM4s are going to still stay right around $350. So moving over to the article that he's showing there, it's basically somebody has the actual retail packaging for the XM5 headphones. And looks like the 40-hour rumor is in doubt because on the actual packaging, that's not what it shows. So let me jump out of this one and we'll jump into the actual MacRumors article here. So let me go ahead and bring that up really quick. And let's see here, share screen. And we go to, where's it at? Here it is. Okay, sorry about that. Didn't mean to go totally dead sound there. So here we have the actual article itself. So you can kind of see what's going on. These are actual images of the XM5 headphones themselves. So you can see that here. Shared on the Sony subreddit. Back of the packaging right there. Obviously, this is the silver color. Also moving down a little bit, you can also see, kind of getting some confirmation here. We're going to get 30 hours of battery life, industry-leading noise cancellation. That was never in doubt. High-res audio, so I'm assuming we're also going to get FLAC support on these. Sorry, not FLAC support, LDAC support on these. 360 audio as per usual. Alexa built in. Okay, Google. So the whole smattering of the usual things that we see from Sony XM4s, so far. Obviously a completely different design as well. We'll talk about that as well in just a second. Let's go ahead and drop out of that one real quick here. All right. So yeah, so that's kind of what's going on there. So now let me go ahead and switch it up and let's check out this other one here from where these leaks came out. It's a website called, I believe it is TechnikNews. I believe it's a German website, but we're going to check them out real quick as well because they're the ones who posted up all the pictures and all the different things. So I want to go ahead and give them credit for doing that. So yeah, let's go ahead and bring them up here real quick and we'll take a quick look here. All right. So Sony XM5 first look. So you can see the two different colors, black and what they're calling silver, although this silver is awfully white if you ask me. It's more of a creamy silver. So not exactly, I don't know. I don't see silver here. You know what I mean? Like to me, this just looks like a sort of like a cream white color, off white, something like that. The black actually looks black though. It doesn't have that bluish hint to it like we've seen in some of the other Sony models. So let's see here, trying to take a different look at the design here. So this design is more similar to what we got with like the Bose 700s, kind of like that. And it's cool to see a different design because one of the things that we got last time was the XM3s basically overall mostly look like the XM2s, and then the XM4s look just like the XM3s. So people are like, what am I paying for, right? You're not getting anything different. So it's nice to see a redesign, and hopefully it's not a step backwards. We won't know until we actually get our hands on them, but I'm hoping that it's not a step backwards. But one of the things that I will say is the fact that these no longer have their folding design. So the footprint is not going to be as small. So basically you can still swivel these ear cups, and that way you can put them back into their case. I think they have a picture of them here in their case, but the Sony XM4s, XM3s, these would actually swivel up as well. So they had a smaller footprint and you can stuff them into a smaller case. So that is no longer an option with these, which is kind of surprising. It feels like they sort of went backwards, but that could have been a weak point in their build quality. So maybe that's why they went ahead and made this change. I'm not 100% sure, but that's sort of what I'm seeing here. So no more foldable design. But I like the design. I don't know how you guys feel about it. I like this new design. I think it looks pretty cool. I'm hoping that, I mean, the XM4s were already super comfortable, so I don't know how much they could improve on that. Maybe the headband will be more comfortable. I don't know. But we'll have to wait and see as far as that goes. Obviously, like I said, on the box itself actually confirmed the fact that they were 30 hours instead of 40. I'm still expecting to see top tier noise cancellation. I'm expecting to see multi-point support, LDAC support once again. So let's do this real quick. So I'm going to jump out of this particular screen, and now let me kind of talk about what some of my hopes are, right? Like, what do I hope to see come with the Sony WH-1000XM5? I'm hoping first and foremost is going to be an improvement in sound quality. Now, I know the Sony fanboys are going to be coming for my neck for saying that, but it's just the honesty of my own experience, and I'm just being real with you. That's from my experience with both the Sony XM4s and the XM3s. Vocal clarity on those headphones was always lacking, in my opinion. It was always a bit recessed because of the recessed mid-range. And they always emphasize bass. This is not a problem. That's not a big deal. But I think in my experience, you can have strong bass and still keep good mid-range response. So I think it just takes a little bit more effort on their part. So improved tuning would definitely be a breath of fresh air, in my opinion. And also, now this is going to be a long shot here, but an improvement in the sound when used in wired mode. So if any of you have ever used the Sony XM4 or XM3 with an aux cable, when they're not on, they sound like trash. Like, just straight up trash. So if you use them like that, you can tell it's a huge loss, because all the sound quality of the Sony headphones comes when they're turned on and the DSP is active, right? Their own digital signal processing. So it'd be kind of cool if you could do something like what Sennheiser did with their Momentum 3s, where they sound good, you know, whether they're on or off, whether wired or wireless, they still sound good. So if we could have something like that, that'd be dope. I don't expect that to be the case, but it would be kind of nice to see. You know, that's just me. And then last but not least, hopefully we would see some improvements in the microphones. So for, you know, call quality, that would be a great improvement. Now, call quality on the XM3 was pretty trash. XM4 got better, but they were still behind what Bose was doing with the QC45s, what they were doing with the 700s, and also what Apple was doing with the AirPods Max. So there was a big difference there. So improving microphone calls, that would be a big one, but also improving the mics could lead to better transparency mode on the Sony XM5s. So that's a hope that I have for them, especially when we're talking about headphones that have multi-point connectivity. There are going to be people who want to use them for like their Zoom calls or their Google Meets, you know, things like that, or just their casual phone calls. They're going to want to use them for that kind of stuff. So better mics would be awesome. Like, that would be something really, really cool to see. At least that's just my opinion. So let's see here. Now I'm going to move over to... and that's going to bring us over to the rumors around the Sony LinkBuds S. So I'm going to go ahead and bring that up really quick one more time. So let's do that here one more time. Let's see. Okay. So first and foremost, it's going to be my buddy Jon Prosser once again. What he had said here, the second part of his tweet was also new LinkBuds. LinkBuds S, a closed wireless earbuds announcement on May 18th, so just a couple days, coming in at $199. That's all he said on that one there. So I'm going to stop sharing that real quick, and then I'm going to pop open, huge shout out to the Walkman blog. I'm going to take you guys over to their website real quick, because they really kind of gave us the best breakdown that I've seen so far of everything that's going on with those. So let me bring that up here real quick. All right. There we are. So these are the Sony LinkBuds S, or Sony YY2950. You guys know Sony with their naming structures, man. Might be called the LinkBuds S. So here's some pictures of them. Obviously, you know, what we saw from Jon Prosser is rumored price around $199. Announcement set for May 18th. From the Walkman blog, these appear less like, at least from what I'm seeing right here. You know, you can see there's 3 different colors, obviously, but from what I'm seeing right here, these are less like the LinkBuds, you know, the open ones that just dropped a couple months back, and more like the Sony WFC500s. So I think they're more like that. Let me go ahead and let me do this. So the ones I'm referring to are these right here. So I got a bunch of Sony earbuds right here. So these are the WFC500s right here. So these come in like around 70 bucks ish on Amazon from Sony. Solid earbuds, not a ton of features, but they are actually pretty good and highly comfortable. So a pretty good set of earbuds, but it seems like the new LinkBuds S are more similar to this, like an upgraded version of this than an upgraded version, obviously, of, you know, the Sony LinkBuds right here. Hold on, I gotta crack these little guys open. So here's your standard Sony LinkBuds right there. So less so LinkBuds, more so, you know, WFC 500, in my opinion. But yeah, so most likely from what we're seeing is that they are going to be a noise canceling model that's going to sit right below the XM4. So it could be a replacement for the Sony SP800Ns. For those that weren't familiar with those, I do have those here as well. But those were like 150 to 200 bucks. They were a more sporty version, noise canceling, excellent sound, a little bit bigger, but more comfortable than the XM3s. So this could be essentially like the LinkBuds S could be the lower model to come in between the budget model and the XM4 earbud. So something kind of right in the middle. At least that's what I'm seeing so far. Obviously, as you can see here, 3 colors are available. We got white, you got black, and you've possibly got like a rose gold color. It's almost kind of peachy, but you know, sometimes pictures don't do them justice. So it's a little bit tough to say. Aside from this, you know, just based on what we see from these leaked images, let's go here. So where you see this number 1, that's obviously a sensor. So that's going to be like in-ear detection or wear detection, which is kind of dope. And then obviously here on the 2, there's a little hole there. So either going to be for ventilation or for additional microphones for the noise cancellation. Here where this number 4 is, obviously it's a mesh grill. So probably going to be additional microphones, whether it's for voice pickup or for noise cancellation or combination of the 2. So that's what we're seeing right there with those. So pretty decent overall. I mean, I'm liking the fact that they gave us a ton of different pictures here. Below this, you're also going to see that they have kind of a breakdown side by side of the LinkBuds S and the WFC 500s here to see kind of the size differences versus those big old XB700s. These things, now mind you, these big boys bang, like they got a lot of bass. So they were pretty dope for that. So obviously these are going to be, I don't know, for me, they're like a smaller version of the XM4, I would say. But yeah, so huge shout out to the Walkman blog. And once again, as I said earlier in the stream, I'm going to be leaving links to all of those articles are in the description below, including Jon Prosser's tweet. Shout out to my guy, Jon Prosser. But yeah, so that's kind of what we got going on there. Now, let me give you like some of my hopes, at least what I'm hoping for the LinkBuds S. I'm hoping that the LinkBuds S retain the call quality from the LinkBuds, because that's one of the things that these LinkBuds did so well. They totally mopped the floor with the call quality versus like the XM4s. Like, it's not even close. Like, it's so much better. So if they could retain that level of call quality, like, that would be legit. Improved comfort and compatibility with smaller ears. I don't think that's going to be an issue with these new earbuds because, you know, a lot of people had issues. I know my man Digital Slang, he had issues with the XM4s in comfort. Like, they were causing him fatigue in his ears. So hopefully these will be a more comfortable option for people who want Sony sound with noise cancellation, but, you know, they don't want to have that pain in their ears. So that's something to keep in mind. And I'm also hoping that we don't end up with those weird volume issues that I've been experiencing along with many others on the XM4. So hopefully we don't see that here once again. I think another cool feature that I would love to see at 200 bucks would be that they have multi-point connectivity. This wasn't rumored or anything. This is just a hope. I'm hoping that they come with multi-point connectivity. That would be so, so awesome. And then last but not least, I would really hope that they come with something higher than an IPX4 rating, because that's like Sony's standard, right? Either they don't put a rating on them, like the XM3s didn't have an IP rating, or they put them at IPX4. It's like, bro, like let's go higher. Let's get into like a 55 or IPX6, IPX7. That would be dope to see. Yes, by Burner, this is live. So I would love to see something a little bit higher when it comes to that rating. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but that's just me. That's just me. So I'm hoping that's what we get with both the XM5 and the Sony LinkBuds.